Hello everybody, this is Barbie. Well, I'm going to come to you today with a new project, and this is from Tenson. It's a challenge that she has for her, I think it's her 10,000 subbies. It's coming up soon. So she showed us how to put together this folio, and if you're interested in all of how to do all of this, you can go to her channel, and she has instructions there, and join us possibly in the challenge. It'd be fun. Anyhow, I'll put her link down at the bottom when I get ready to post this video. So all she's requiring you to do is to show a flip through once you get it completed. But I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do some collaging that I've been wanting to do, and just maybe y'all might like to follow me along and see how all this comes out. It's quite a big project. I know that Nick the Booksmith did one of these, and she was even saying, she says, oh my goodness, it turned out to be a lot longer than what she thought. So we've got to have this ready by June the 7th. So I have to get in gear here. So if you'd like to join me along, well, here we go. I don't know exactly what the subject matter is going to be yet. I'm thinking I've been wanting to do kind of like a farm nature type, well, junk journal, but this is a folio. It's no different. It's just, that's a subject matter I'm thinking of using. Don't know if that's where I'll end up or not. That's my only thought right now. And I'm going to collage the background of the cover. So let's just get started. What I think I'm going to use is a lot of the old journals as a background. Let me show you real quick. This is the front cover, and it opens up like so and like so. You may not be able to see it all. It's so big. Let me just do it this way, so be sure to see it all. And it's going to have a flip there, a flip there, and a flip there. And then this flips up, and you can put something in there. That flips over, and I'm not sure exactly. Now, this is supposed to go, I decided to put it like this. I think that was it. I think that's it. I don't know. Oh, it was like that. Okay. Yeah, so you can flip that up. You can put something in there, put that down. This has a flip here. You can flip that up. This is 2 pockets here. So you can see how that's a lot of journal space, to say the least. That flips over. This is the inside of the folio. It goes like so. And when you flip it over, here is a flap here and a pocket that you can put things in. So yeah, it's big. So I better get busy. Okay. Let me find my glue book. Oh, there it is. I did get my studio rearranged, and I'm so excited. Because I had a huge table before, but it was square, like a 5-foot square, and my studio isn't all that big, and I couldn't utilize the backspace because I had to push it up against the wall, and it was just wasted space. So now I've got it rearranged, and I've got a regular size table in here, like one of those fold out 6-foot tables, and it's working perfectly. Okay, enough talking. Gotta get busy. Hope all is doing well. We're all great here in Texas. Everybody's going back to work, thank goodness. And things are really kind of feeling normal again. We're just, we don't go out all that much anyhow, but so it wasn't real different for us, but it still felt different every time you did go out, because, you know, there wasn't as much traffic or anything for a long time. So I think what I want to do is I want to stay fairly generic with this as far as the background goes. I might use some William Morris papers in the background. I haven't decided yet for sure. I've got some of these different digitals I copied. Oh, that's yeah, I'm not going to use that. I need to get that out of the way. So I might use some of those. I might use some tea-dyed paper. And the only thing I'm going to try to do is to get this covered. And I contemplated, and probably I should have, is to go ahead and do this. I think it would have been a lot easier to cover this before I got all this done, but I decided not to, and I'm probably going to wish I had of, because there's a lot of ups and downs and you name it. Okay, so the only thing I try to do when I start collaging is I think about putting down fairly neutral background things as a rule, just enough, just something to get it covered. And use old book pages, which I tore out of my Lincoln library. These are really old book pages. So, and I'm thinking I don't really need to cover this backside. I mean, this is fine, and I probably won't. Mainly because I'll probably end up covering that with fabric, and I don't want it to get too bulky. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to leave that off for right now. And see what I can do here. Actuality, I don't think it'll hurt. I'm going to just do it like so. Save time. I'm going to leave that hang off a little bit. I can cut around it later. Okay. Let's see, I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff here. Probably more than I need. I think that's a little bit too... It's not something we want to do right at this level. I just want script stuff, I think. Now this isn't on copy paper, so I'm not sure. I think I'll save that. I'm not sure how that will work. I have some of this, I think they call it mulberry paper. I might put some of that on there. I can always cover it up if I don't like it. All right? Yep. Okay, let's see here. I was watching the video this morning, Wendy's journal adventure. And she has a beautiful slow, what do you call it, slow stitched bag she did. You can tell she was a quilter that she did for her, this journal, and it was just gorgeous. I just dropped dead gorgeous. So if you haven't seen it, it's one of her latest ones. You need to go over there. There it is. You need to go over there and check it out. Of course, it's already sold, but hers sell just as soon as it hits her shop, I believe. But still, it's well worth looking at what she's done. She is just so talented and such a very nice, kind person. I like that because you see how much the difference in them. But I don't want to put it in the same direction, so I'm going to do something like that. And probably, yeah. I'm going to leave that off there so it's not. There you go. And I haven't seen what Rachel's doing today for her 100-day project. And I decided I needed to get this done before I went and watched YouTube. Later in the day it gets, the more brain dead I become, so yeah. I think I want to bring some of that down here just for a little bit of interest. I guess I should get my book out because it's going to make it sticky if I don't. When I'm collaging, I don't worry if it's up or down or backwards. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I think it's interesting just to see how it comes out. Okay, I have some of these really, I don't remember whose digitals these are, but I like them. So I think what I'm going to do is try to see how these might look. I know I said I'm going to stay neutral, but yeah, right. This is neutral for me. Let's see what we got here. I got Rachel's new Digi on fish. And I know fish is not really my go-to. In fact, I don't think I've ever done anything with fish. But these fish are so pretty, and they're unusual, and they're exotic, and I think it's an artist rendering of these fish, so it makes it, you know, very artistic, which I like. So let me see if I can get that up there. I went over and got her digis, and I'm dying to do something with that. In fact, I considered doing that on here, but I can't jump ahead because I've been wanting to do a farm-based project for a good while. Now let's see, what else are we gonna do here? I'm gonna get just some. I've already got that one thing there. I think I'm gonna just use some book page. Yeah, that'll work. I've got to quit laying my ruler down in the middle of all this paper because then I can't find it. How do you do that? I don't know. Oh, there it is. On the other side. I don't know how I do that, but I do. This paper is so thin, it's about the only thing it's good for is collage, because it's too thin to do anything else with. Let's see. I want just a little bit there. So I'm going to cut it off here so I'll have plenty of space. Something like that, maybe. Like that. Yeah. And again, like I said, I'm going to actually bring it over this side every now and then because that way I can just cut around it and I don't have to. I'm going to have to ink, apparently, because some of this is sticking out, but I don't have to ink everything, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we need something for that hole. That to me is just too light and nondescript. So I have these cute little hens here. I have those, but those may need to be left for the top. also have this black and white. I think I'll leave those for the top again. This is a print of a painting I did of a little wren in the garden. I might use it someplace, somewhere or someplace. Okay. I want something else here. Want to do that, just kind of marry those two together. Yep, I like that. Now, let's see, what else do I need? I need something there. Let's see. One thing too colorful, which is my first go-to, is what I always want to do. Let's see, I know I have something down here. Might work. Maybe even a different color tea-dye paper. Maybe try that. That might work right there. Yep, that's good. This is going to be so fun to do. It's always, for me anyhow, it's always hard to get started on a new project, but once I get rolling on it, it's like it all starts coming together. And that's what's exciting about it. Let's see here. I think that now might be the time to put a little foul. Get a little foul going here. Yeah, let's check this out and see. Whoops, that didn't do so good. There. Offset, you know, kind of there. It's perfect. And don't ask me who this is. I don't know. I'll have to look it up because I have a lot of digitals. That's pretty good for right now, until I decide for sure which way I'm going with this. That'll work. Alrighty, now we need to move to the back. I guess I'll go ahead and cut that off real quick before I go any further. that mulberry paper is not really good because it doesn't, it's just so thin. I don't care for it. I'm probably not in the screen, but I'm just cutting this off. So it's not that big a deal. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now, should I do the back? Yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and do the back. I know what I think I'm going to do on this right here. I'm going to put some fabric on that. And I think I'm going to put some little ties here, and I'm going to tie this down. And my thought is, this is the front cover flap. On here I'll probably well, I saw something that Wendy was doing, and I thought it was really cool. She had a button, just an old button, but a big one. And she used some stretchy elastic, like black, round, thin elastic, and she tied it into the button and then made just a little loop so that you could use it for a closure, and you just looped it around and hooked it over the button, and it was removable. I think that's what I want to do. Wendy, if you don't mind me stealing your idea, I thought it was a really unique idea, and for me, closures are always one of the hardest things to figure out. Okay, so maybe we'll do this instead of the back. I don't want to make this too long, so maybe I better check real quick, because I'll tell you what, the other day, that last video I made, well, it says the battery's low. I don't know if it's even. Hold on, I better plug it in. I meant to plug it in earlier and I forgot. I was so excited about getting busy, I forgot to do the basics. Okay, let's see what happens. I hope we've been recording. If not, that's a bummer. Alright, let's see. Might shake the camera a little bit, so excuse that. Alright. Says it's been going 22 minutes. So, let's see. It looks like it's recording. Alright, we'll move on. If not, well, ooh. Excuse me, you won't know it. Had to have a sip of water, excuse me. Okay. Onward and upward. We'll start out. I've got some other folders over here. I have some kind of different looking things in it, like that. I want to put some bugs in here too. But like these things right here, I'm thinking about using as well. But I don't think I want to start out with that because I don't want to cover them up, right? This is Graphic Fairy Insects. So it's all that sort of thing. And then this, I can cut out a little bug. So I think I'm going to also try to incorporate that. But I'm not going to use it for a base. So I'll save that back. I don't know, maybe I could use this for a base. I could probably use that. Alright, we'll try that idea. Now there's another one here. I got Graphic Fairy, and it's French paper. It's just gorgeous paper. But again, I don't know. That might be pretty cool on there. What do you think? I wished I had done that on copy paper because I put it on really good paper. I like that too. Well, use some of that. That's a really good one. All right, I'm going to use some of that. Let's see what we got here. Okay, first off, I think I'm going to start out with, I need my ruler. Too much stuff. Not organized. Okay, here's my scissors. Okay, there's the ruler. All right, I'm going to make some pretty good sized pieces of this just to get some paper down. And it'll give us a good base. There you go. That. Now on Carol with Oak House Journals, she's so meticulous, she puts me to shame, but she puts it on hers on with Collage, with what's the name of that stuff? Mod Podge, or you know, that sort of stuff. But I thought about doing that, and I decided by the time I finish putting all this stuff on here, I make such a mess of it. You know, I'm not real meticulous, so it makes it kind of, I don't know what to say, you know what I mean? I'm not meticulous like her. I envy people that can do that, but I'm just not that. It's just not me. So, this is me. I love this little North Star Tea company. I've used this for pockets and everything. It's just I don't know what it is about it. Whoops, I just like it. I just like it. You quit jerking it off there as far as tearing it. It's not good. Okay. Now look at that. Isn't that cool? See what I mean about all these layers here? See, I think that would have been so much easier if I had done that. Yeah. Before I put it all together. So, oh well. Maybe I just want to make it hard. You know what? I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to move it where this is laying flat, because this is not going to work with all these other things here. It's going to end up gluing the wrong thing. Make sure I'm in frame. Should be. I don't care how much room I have, I'm still fighting, trying to have enough room. Let me see. Yep, that's good. Okay, here we go. There you go. Oops, sorry. Knocked the camera. Alright. Now this, I might could use that. It's not too dark. But before I do that, I'm going to use this piece. I'm going to leave it quite that big. And I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to put it right there. Yeah, I was doing this this morning. I thought I'd already watched the Carol's demo. She's got, it's 2-part. I had already watched her demo once, and so I thought, okay, I'm gonna get it the second time. So I'm going to get all my stuff ready. Kind of had an idea of what she wanted us to do, you know what I mean? But, yeah, if you're a bit dyslexic, talk about getting confused. Well, I was confused. She's turning that thing every which way, and I'm thinking, oh, wait. I got to go back and see what did she do? What did she do? I think I still might have gotten something backwards, but But she does have really good instructions, which I started to get, but you know, for whatever reason, I decided just to go with it, try it, and but you might want to get her instructions. I believe she has it in her Etsy shop. But I'm not really all that good about reading instructions either, so that was one reason I thought, I think I can do it better by just watching what she's doing. So that's what I did. And I still got confused. I really love that little piece, and I want to bring it up there, I think. So I want to get the best of the best here. So I think I'll do it this way. And yeah, maybe like so. Yeah, that'll work. It kind of brings some of that up there at the top. Better make sure you got a good order of glue sticks when you start doing this sort of thing, if you use glue sticks, because I'll tell you what, you can go through it. Okay, let's see here. Yep, there you go. All right, that's too much. Too much. I don't think that's quite grungy enough. Let's see what else we might have here. This is some of my stamps I just stamped all over a, but it's too white. Over a piece of, label. What I'm trying to say here. Label paper. Alright, let's see. I think that'll be good there. I think this is a graphic fairy if I had to guess. Let's see. That's about right. Looks like it was made for the hole. Right there. Just cut it and we'll see what we got. Now. I don't know. I think that's too big. That's alright. I can put stuff on top. Always, I'm thinking finished and it's not finished. So, there you go. You could put it like that. But that's covering up too much of that. Or you could do it like that. Might be interesting like that. Like that. Okay. Just take it off right there. Yeah. I try not to get, try not to stay too much in all the same direction, but I forget most of the time and end up looking back. But like I said, you know, it's no big deal. You can come back and stick whatever you want on top. There's no rules. That's my kind of craft. No rules. I don't want to get it over that score right there, because I think it will keep it from folding correctly. And probably what I'll do is after I get off the camera turned off, I won't bore you with that right now, but I'll come back and check anything that's lifted up or whatever. Then I'll put some of the what's the name of that glue? Art glitter glue on there. Okay, we got a base down there. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the edges. Some of it has glue on it. This is going to be so much fun. Y'all are going to have to just go and get your file folders all put together and join us. You don't want us to have all the fun. That little squirrely thing right there, I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to cut that good. It'll work. Back and straighten it up later. I just want to get the bases off from it so the little sticky parts are not sticking out, hanging stuff and get glue everywhere. Alrighty. Now let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Fun, fun, fun. I know what I want to do right now. Gotta find it. Look at that. You see that little chicken there? We're gonna put him a little rooster right there. Because every chicken has to have a rooster, right? Huh. Well, not necessarily. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that was a big of an assumption, but that's what this chicken's gonna have. Gonna have our little Dominecker. The Dominecker chicken has a Dominecker rooster. They have Dominecker babies. We used to raise chickens. Well, I say raise them. We used to have chickens because I like country eggs. I love my chickens. But don't have any chickens now. But we lived on a 15-acre little homestead, and we had chicken and sheep and ducks and goats and rabbits and you name it. Oh, now see there, cute as a bug. I love that. That might not need anything else at all. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we got that and that. So we need to do our back. Okay. On this back, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and stay with the collage. And, yeah. Maybe this is where I will use some of this really pretty paper. There's that. What is that? I'm going to stay with my theme. Stay with it. I'll just get sidetracked here and go off on a tangent. This is the old design shop. There you go. Vintage vintage ephemera French documents, page 1. That's what that is. I wish all of the girls would put their digital stamp on the bottom, because once I get all this stuff out and start moving it around and everything, then I don't know where it goes. And I can't give them their, I don't know whose product is who, especially stuff like this, because it's, you know, it's not real distinct. Everybody has these type of, what would you say, kind of old paper digitals. Alright, this is what I'm going to do here. And a little, just to give me a mark so I don't go all the way over it. And I'm not going to give it any leeway. Save that. Yeah, that'll go there. And let's see what else we put here. Wished I had pulled out some of I have some blue background, what do you call it? This sort of thing, the old paper. And it goes really well, and I don't know where it's at. I don't know whose digital it is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'll totally put that upside down. Probably getting my head in the way. Sorry. Now, maybe we'll do something like that. Yeah, that looks good. Something like that. I think I'll do a little square, and then we can do something else there. Yeah. Don't want to get it too much in the same shapes. Kind of, it's boring. A mess of this because I got it on top of that. Move it. Alright. That worked better. Okay, let's see here. Make it a little bigger than I think I need. And flip it around, flip it around. Also have some like checks, old checks, digitals of course. That would have been good. Alright, let's do this. Like right there. Yeah. Look so good there. Oops. Gotta cut that quick. Or it glues down. Didn't cut it straight, so I'll just put that down. There. Okay. Now what we need need is maybe, no, not that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Really? Oh. Well, maybe we need a webbing. Yeah. Let's see what we can do with the webbing. May not work, but we're going to try it. Let me see if the size works. Yeah, the size works, but I need to put something underneath it. So I'll put that down. I'll put it down. Oh. I'll put that down. Yep. Might as well put it all the way across. Let's see how that works. Yep, and then I'll put my webbing on top. That looks good. I was in frame. Let me get my other scissors. I've moved everything around so it's like, you know, nothing is where it's supposed to be. I bet you we're moving into, I forgot all about the time. I bet you we're moving into getting close to an hour. I need to check it and see. I need to probably stop it. What I was going to say is that last video I did, it literally took me all day long, I'm talking all day long, to get it downloaded. It is just slower than molasses. And the only thing I know is, and Rachel said something about it too, that she was having a hard time getting her videos downloaded. It was taking so long. I think everybody being off and on the internet is just slowing everything down. So, yeah. I don't remember where I got this little rabbit from, but I think it was from Graphic Fairy. I had a little jackrabbit I raised from a little baby rabbit. He was so funny. They have such a cute personality. I fed him. I mean, he didn't even have his eyes open. The husband was mowing. And I won't describe what happened, but he brings this rabbit into me, this baby rabbit, and wants me to save it, which I'm such a sap for that sort of thing. So yeah. I got me some goat's milk, which I had heard worked. I've raised many wild animals and others. So I got the goat's milk and we worked out. We got a little bottle, little bitty bottle with a small nipple. And I fed that rabbit. I mean, like, I carried him around in a basket because he had to be fed so often. So every place I went, I had this little rabbit in a basket and had him all covered up. And he would stick his little head out when he got ready to eat. And it was the cutest thing you've ever seen. I'd go warm his milk just like a baby and feed him. And he would just put his little paws up there and hold on to that, oh gosh, that's sticking. Hold on to that bottle and eat his food, his milk rather. It's the sweetest thing you ever saw. So as he got older, yeah, he didn't stay in the basket anymore. Where's my other glue? So we had to fix him a bed in the bathtub to keep him, you know, from running all over the house. So then that didn't work very long because he literally climbed out of that bathtub and was off. So then I thought, well, what am I going to do? You know. So I had heard you could use a cat's, like, you know, like you do for cats. As long as you kept it in the same spot all the time, they would use it just like a cat does. And I'll be darned, that's exactly what he did. So we kept him until he was mature. He ran all over the house, and we kept his little box, his little, what do you call it, litter box. Yeah. There you go. We kept that in the bathroom, and he would run in that bathroom and go potty. But you could tell when it was time to release him. And we lived in a country subdivision, and I had to take him out in the backyard and release him, and it broke my heart, but that's what you have to do, you know. They're wild animals. Anyhow, make a long story short, he found him a little mate, a little swamp rabbit, and they came. He'd bring his little mate up there, and I'd feed him. I'd go out in the backyard and I'd call him, and he'd come running, and that went on for about a week. And every day that passed, it was taking him longer and longer to come. So I knew he was not going to come one day, and he didn't. But it wasn't long after that, and this other little rabbit shows up, and she has a bunch of little babies. But the babies didn't look so much like her. They kind of looked like a mixture between a jackrabbit, because he was a jackrabbit, between a jackrabbit and a swamp rabbit, which a jackrabbit has long ears and there is kind of more gangly looking rabbit, and the swamp rabbit is more of a, you know, a more compact rabbit with shorter ears. So I knew that that was his offsprings. Anyhow, I'm going to quit the video right here. I might, I don't know if my phone will hold any more recording space, so I might have to wait and until I can download that one, but I'll probably go ahead and continue to collage and get that part done, so that when I come back the next time, we'll move on to a different, since you've seen me collage, and it's not really that exciting. Okie dokie. This is Barbie. Yep, 52 minutes. And wow, I've been clamoring on for 52 minutes. Oh my goodness. Saying bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you found it interesting, and you'll come back and visit my channel again. Until next time, be safe and enjoy your crafting, and always be happy. Bye-bye.